Happy Friday, everybody. We are going to be checking the ESPN Scouts executive ranking of each position and to see how many Miami Dolphins made it in the top 10 and honorable mentions and possibly got a vote. We'll take anything at this point. What is up, Finn fans? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday so far. It is early morning, 7 o'clock. This is when I'm releasing this video. Enjoy your coffee, whatever you're doing to get ready for your day. And if you're watching this later in the day, how was your day? I want to say something real quick, and then we'll jump right into this. You all are amazing. So far, this t-shirt, 11 have been sold. And I know people are probably like, 11, that's not a lot. To me, that is a lot. I expected to sell about 5 of them, and 11 have been sold. Thank you. And again, to anybody who has bought the shirt or bought any of DouglieDoWrong merch within the past, however, and you would love a shout out because I want to shout you out for supporting the channel, send me a pic of you wearing it and I will shout you out. If you want to grab yourself one of these, this is for this year. Obviously, show me is, my motto for this year because we've heard a lot. Link is in the description. You can go grab yourself one. Don't feel like you need to. Comes in different colors. Also a hoodie. I have other shirts. I have stickers, bunch of stuff if you want to check it out. But again, if you do grab anything, even if you grab a mug and you want to just be like, oh, Doug, I want to shout you out because going and grabbing merch, I try to make it as cheap as possible that Teespring will sell it. So I don't make a lot off this things. It's more of just getting it out there and trying to think of fun things. Like throughout the season, I'm going to think of fun things for different shirts. So link below if you would like to grab it. I appreciate you. DM me, whether on Twitter or Instagram, or email me if you want to get a shout out. Appreciate you so very much. So ESPN, they do this every year. And in 2025, so essentially what they did, as a reminder of the rankings process, voters gave up their best 10 players at a position. Then we compiled the results and ranked candidates based on the number of top 10 votes. Composite average and a dozen of interviews with research and film study helped from ESPN analyst Matt Bowen. In total, more than 70 voters submitted a ballot on at least one position, and in many cases, all positions. Additional voting and following calls with some. So essentially, this is ESPN league executive, coaches, and scouts. So this is executives, coaches, and scouts. So let me move myself over here. You got a little bit more room over here. We're going to start with running backs because that's how they did it. As you can see here, the 7th was running backs. They did defensive tackles, edges, safeties, tight ends, interior offensive linemen, offensive tackles, quarterbacks, offensive ball, off-ball linebackers, wide receivers, and corners. We're going to go through them all quickly and just kind of see who, if any, Dolphins made the list. So Saquon was 1, obviously. Derrick Henry 2, Jamari Gibbs, BJ Robinson, CMC. Interesting, even though barely, got really hurt last year. Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor again. I expected James Cook to be higher, but that's that. Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara. Devon Achane gets an honorable mention from an AFC executive. He said elite speed and explosion could wear down because he's smaller, similar to Gibbs. He just got banged up, runs very hard for small he is, as for how small he is, and should get out on the perimeter more as a pass catcher. So Devon Achane, so there's the first Dolphin who gets an honorable mention, doesn't make it into the top 10, but I'm looking for anything at this point with the Dolphins. And then you see also receive votes. So these guys did receive votes, but obviously not enough to make it into the honorable mentions or top 10s. You have David Montgomery with Detroit. You have Brian Robinson Jr., Chuba Hubbard, DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Walker III. So can I just scroll down? No, that's the most recent one. So there's that. So far we're on the board with an honorable mention. So now we're going to defensive tackles. Let's see who we got here. Dexter Lawrence is 1. Chris Jones is 2. I thought they'd be switched here. Interesting. Jalen Carter, young guy. Jeffrey Simmons, he was a available free agent, but he went back to Tennessee. I would have loved the Dolphins to get him. Quinnen Williams, bless you, thank you, to himself. Leonard Williams, Matabuke. I'm not even going to, Namdi Matabuke, another free agent I would have loved the Dolphins to get, but obviously goes back to Baltimore. DeForest Buckner, Vita Vea, I think should be higher than this. Vita Vea has always been just a monster of a man. And Cameron Hayward. Now here's your honorable mentions. Zach Sealer makes the honorable mentions, and this is from an NFL coordinator. He's probably getting more credit for his 2024 performance because Christian Wilkins wasn't there. He worked himself into an all-pro caliber player, tough, smart, dependable, ultimate team guy. So far we got 2 guys on the list in honorable mentions, but hey, I will take that again. I'll take anything at this point. And here are some also received votes. Kenneth Clark, Ed Oliver, Darren Payne, Kenzie. Not even going to try to pronounce his name. So far, 2 honorable mentions. Not upset about that. Let's go to edge rushers. Do the Dolphins get an edge rusher in the top 10? I doubt it, but let's see. Myles Garrett, obviously, number 1. TJ Watt, number 2. Just got a fat contract. Holy crap. Micah Parsons, okay. Max Crosby, I'm not seeing. Nick Bosa, Trey Hendrickson, still waiting to get signed. Aiden Hutchinson, Will Anderson Jr., Donnell Hunter, flipping 1-2 combo there. Jared Verse. Okay, I have no problem with this top 10, actually. Totally agree with it. Let's see some honorable mentions. Unfortunately, no Miami Dolphins there. You got Brian Burns, Nick Bonito, Jonathan Grignard, and George Karlaftis. Do we get an honor? We got 1 vote. Chop Robinson did get a vote, but not enough to make honorable mentions or the top 10. So no edge rushers for the Dolphins. I honestly think if Chubb or Phillips didn't get hurt, I think they would have made at least honorable mentions. Now we're going to safeties. Oh, that 2 is up there. Here we go with safeties. Number 1, Kyle Hamilton. Yes. Brian Branch for Detroit. Xavier McKinney with Green Bay. Jesse Bates with Atlanta. Kirby Joseph with Detroit. Derwin James Jr. with Los Angeles. Antonio Winfield with Tampa. Budda Baker, I think Budda Baker should have been a little higher. Mika Fitzpatrick. Now, here's the thing. He wasn't a Dolphin, but I think they're going off of like what they're seeing going to 2025. So I will take this. So far, we have 1 Dolphin on the top 10. We've penciled in Fitzpatrick as a Steelers safety until Pittsburgh and Miami splash trade on June 30th. Forced a quick edit. Now he's back with the team that drafted him 11th overall in 2018. The move is welcome change for Fitzpatrick, whose ball production dipped the past 2 seasons after recording 17 interceptions and 38 pass breakups from 2019 to 2022. He managed 1 and 7 respectively from 2023 to 2024. He was the best in the NFL for years, but it slowed down, an AFC executive said. Fitzpatrick has fallen from 1 to 4 to 9 in the rankings over the past 3 years. He still has a lot to offer. Incredible hard worker, tone setter, super solid running things on the back end and preventing big plays, things that go unnoticed, an NFL corner said. I'm expecting a bounce back year from him. I'm expecting a bounce back year from him as well, especially because of what Weaver's going to do with him in the defense, and he's going to be essentially the quarterback back there. And then Julian Love rounds it out. So we have Javon Holland is your first honorable mention. I love the skill set, but he drastically regressed last year, which was shocking to see from a younger player in a contract year. I agree. Again, myself, I don't know how many think that. I think he took business decisions on his own. So there's that. And that's about it. I don't expect any Dolphins really to get a nod there, but you know, Mika, number 9, I expect him to have a bounce back year as well. Tight ends. I expect Jonnu to be in the top 10, but obviously I don't expect any Dolphin to be in the top 10 because we don't really have anyone. So you got Brock Bauer, of course, Bowers? I thought it was just Bauer. Number 1, Kittle, Sam Laporta, Trey McBride, Travis Kelce. He fell down. Where was he? 4. Last year was ranked 1. Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinsox. I know it's Hawkinson. Isaiah Likely, Dallas Goedert, and David Njoku. So Jonnu is an honorable mention. Best in the NFL after the catch, can really run. Not an elite blocker at this stage, an AFC personnel executive said. Again, I think his production a lot came from where this offense put him in, but we'll see here. Interior offensive line. So some people have, a PFF has Brewer, I think he ranks 7th. So I wonder where these executives might have Aaron Brewer ranked. So Creed Humphrey's 1, Tyler Smith is 2, Quentin Nelson is 3, Trey Smith, who got a big extension, is 4, Landon Dickerson, Joe Thuney with the Chicago Bears, Chris Lindstrom, Quinn Miners. You know what drives me nuts? I'm gonna vent a little bit right here. Creed Humphrey. The Miami Dolphins could have drafted Creed Humphrey if they stay pat and didn't trade up to take Liam Eichenberg. They could have had Creed Humphrey. Also, Quinn Miners, they had an opportunity to take him as well, I think, in the same draft, if not obviously another draft, and they didn't. Could have both of them. Tyler Linderbaum. Let's see. No Dolphin here. Robert Hunt, but again, he's not a Dolphin. Do we have a Dolphin down here? An honorable mention. Steve Avila. No. Interesting that Aaron Brewer doesn't get any love from the executives, coaches, and whoever else votes. Offensive tackles. If Teron Armstead didn't retire, I think he'd be on this list. Wirfs, Sewell, Lane Johnson, Trent Williams. He's another man, 36. I don't know how much longer he's going to play. Rashawn Slater, Larry Tunsil, Deion Dawkins, Christian Darrisaw, Andrew Thomas. Interesting, Andrew Thomas. He was having an off year. Then you got your honorable mentions here. Jake Matthews, Joe Alt, Ron Staley, Colton Miller. Yeah, definitely no Dolphins. One of them was injured for most of the year, and the other one just retired. So you're going to get no. So again, the offensive line is hot garbage. Hot doo-doo garbage. So quarterbacks. Here's the big question. Where does Tua land up? Where does Tua land? So what is their ranking for quarterbacks? 1, Patrick Mahomes. 2, Josh Allen. 3, Joe Burrow. Interesting, they have Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson. Jaden Daniels, number 5. I don't know if I put Jaden Daniels 5 yet. Matthew Stafford, 6. Justin Herbert, 7, I think for me is a little too high. He's always been a top 5 to 8 quarterback, accurate to all levels, athletic and sound decision making. It's almost like he's underrated now. In my opinion, he's taken for granted. Win a playoff game. Same thing I say about Tua. You got to win a playoff game. That's why I don't have him in the top 10. He can't win a playoff game. Jared Goff, 8. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts being 9 is disrespectful, in my opinion. And I get on Jalen Hurts, right? I get on him because he's part of an all Madden team, but still, he has done some things on his own to help that team win. For me, I would put Jalen Hurts probably at 5. But I'm going to do my own list of quarterback rankings. 10 is Baker Mayfield. I'm okay with that one. Then you got your honorable mentions with CJ Stroud and Jordan Love. So only 2 quarterbacks get the honorable mention. Tua does get a vote. He did receive a vote from who we don't know. But Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Bo Nix, and Tua all received a vote but couldn't make it into the top 10. Yeah, I'm not upset with Tua being receiving a vote but not being in the top 10 or honorable mentions. He got hurt. He played 7 games. He missed 7 games. It's in 2023 he was in the top 10. or he was honorable mention. I honestly don't remember. Or 2024. I think they do it going into the next year. But you got to play full year, and maybe he would have made it, but he didn't. So I'm fine with that. Next on the list is off-ball linebackers. I don't expect the Dolphin to be on here. I really don't. Warner should be number one. Of course, this man is ridiculous. Roquan Smith, Dolphins could have got him, but they traded for Bradley Chubb instead. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Zach Bond, Nick Bolton, Frankie Louvu, Tremaine Edmonds, Levante David. Good for him, still making this list at the age of 35. Good for him. Overshawn, Greenlaw. Dolphins tried to get Drew Greenlaw, but I don't know why they didn't pull the trigger. Quincy Williams. Honorable mentions goes to Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I got it good enough. Bobby Wagner gets an honorable mention. Patrick Queen, Demario Davis, Matt Milano. Look at all these honorable mentions. Holy crap. There was 2 for the quarterbacks. Logan Wilson, Jack Campbell. Oh, I wish the Dolphins could have drafted him, but he went way too high. Any Dolphin? Oh, Jordan Brooks gets a vote. Good for Jordan Brooks. Doesn't really mean much because he's not top 10 nor honorable mention, but good for Jordan Brooks for getting a vote. Hey, we're getting votes. We're just not making the top 10. I don't think we've seen a Dolphin make the top 10 besides Mika Fitzpatrick. Interesting. Now we go to wide receivers, and I fully expect Tyreek Hill to be in the top 10. Let's see where he ranks. Jamar Chase is number 1. Justin Jefferson's number 2. And there is Tyreek Hill, number 3. The Dolphins can save $14.9 million on the 2025 cap if they trade Hill, which would be a surprise. But the notion that the Miami Dolphins can hear that first line and not blink says a lot about Hill's turbulent 2024 campaign. Objectively, his worst full season since becoming the NFL star in 2017. He struggled mightily without Tua in the lineup. Appeared to quit on his team in week 18 and has been saying all the right things since. He's averaged 1,557 yards per season between 2020 and 2023. The number fell to 959 in 17 games last season. Yet Hill fell just one spot of the ranking. The reason is simple: attention. He commands it from the defense. His mere presence changes the math on the field. Since joining Miami in 2020, Hill's 4 receiving touchdowns on throws of 20-plus yards down the field is tied for the most in the league with A.J. Brown. He still impacts how you prepare for the team so much due to his speed, an NFL executive says. He dictates so much, his speed hasn't fallen off despite the down year. Added a veteran AFC scout, even if he lost a half a step, he's still more explosive than everyone. Power with raw speed. I don't think defenses have made some adjustments to that Miami offense. Let him run around with window dressing and limited big plays. Yeah, the Miami Dolphins can very easily save money right now. They also very easily can save money next year with moving on from him, which I expect. I think he'll be a Dolphin this year unless the wheels fall off, like I've said before, and they start cleaning house. I think he'll be one of the guys the Miami Dolphins trade. But yeah, so Tyreek Hill, number 3. You got CD, A.J. Brown, Amon St. Brown, Malik Neighbors. Cool for the second-year guy. Nico Collins, Mike Evans, interesting for the aged vet. Garrett Wilson, who just got a big fat contract as well. Honorable mentions: Terry McLaurin wants a trade. Puka Nacua, Brian Thomas Jr., DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, and Devontae Adams. There he is. Jalen Waddle did get a vote, but not enough. Same with Ladd McConkey. DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton, George Pickens, Jameson Williams, Devontae Smith. The starters made it, but the second string guys, or the 1Bs didn't make it. So there's that. So yeah, we got one in here and another with a vote. And now we got corners. I don't expect any of the Dolphins corners to be here. I expect a pass corner to be on here, but I don't expect any Miami Dolphin corner to be on this list at all. Patrick Surtain, Derek Stingley Jr., Denzel Ward, Trent McDuffie, Sauce Garner. Got a fat contract as well. Christian Gonzalez, J.C. Horn, Jalen Johnson, Quinnen Mitchell, and Devon Witherspoon. So Jalen Ramsey did not make the top 10. I guarantee you he's an honorable mention, though. There he is. I was about to say, is he the only one? No, but he's the only one who got a big old paragraph. Still a good starter, but is in a physical decline. An AFC executive said you could make the argument he's still a top 10, but he's just outside of it for me. Another AFC evaluator said, in my opinion, he's better in the nickel or with specialty roles at this stage. So I guess the Dolphins made the right move on moving on from him when they did. And he got honorable mentions as well. Snead, Terrell, Murphy, Diggs, and Humphrey. I don't know why I'm looking here. There's going to be no Dolphins because the only Dolphin we had that was worth anything just got an honorable mention. So that is essentially who made the list, the roster, all you want to say. But here's the thing. He said, now that the final survey results are in for Fowler's annual position rankings, we could see how league personnel evaluates the Miami's roster has a bit of a decay over the last 3 years, particularly on defense. This data did exhibit a plus 0.43 correlation to the following year when win totals in 2023 and 2024. I'm going to make it really big so you can see the chart down there. So as you could see, in 2023, we had 10 names on the list that, ranked about 5. We got about this many points on defense, 6 names on offense. We had 4 names. And then 2024, we had 11 names. Again, this was after the 2023 season. We had 6 on offense, 6 on defense, 5 on offense. And now this past year, 8 total names, 4 and 4. Again, these are guys that got voted or honorable mention or whatever. Huge drop. Average rank is 22nd. Offense and defense in their 20s. So not good. Not good at all. And it shows how far the Dolphins have come from the start of Mike McDaniel's tenure with the team to where we're at now, with everyone kind of looking around at each other like, what is the identity of this team? So yeah, we got what? 2 in the top 10 in Mika and Tyreek Hill. We got Achane, Sealer in honorable mentions, and we got a few that got votes with Waddle, Tua, Brooks, and I think that's it. So, we got some names up there, but again, the team has to do something to warrant any of this respect. And again, like I said, there's a lot of talk, and Jalen Wright was on the NFL Network, and he said some really good things, and I'm not going to pick on Jalen Wright because I love what he said, and I think Jalen Wright's going to have a fantastic year, but we're at the point now where we keep hearing these things about, oh, we're turning this tone, and we don't like hearing this anymore, and we don't either. But you got to show us. You got to show us on the field, especially week 1, especially even in training camp. Go hard. I don't want to see these guys have vet days off. No more vet days off. Like, that's my biggest thing is go hard, and then week 1, go out and blow the Colts out, win like 24-7. I'll take that. And then face the AFC East and win. You beat Buffalo in week 3. You showed us. We're ready. We bought in. Let's move forward. But if we start 1-3, then we're all going to sit here and be like, this is it. And maybe some moves and decisions will be made. But we'll see. Training camp hasn't even started, so let's not think that way. Again, I think tomorrow I'm going to do a film breakdown and give you a Saturday video. Then next week we get ready for training camp. Vets report Tuesday. You'll have a preview video on Monday. Then they hit the field Wednesday. I'll give you some notes and information, hopefully for those 3 days from our beat writers. And then the 26th is open to the media, not the media, the fans. So we get a little bit more and even some film and yada, yada. So going to be interesting, but I will see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know, depending on how I feel, to sit down and break down film of Zach Wilson. I thought of it and I thought it would be a good idea, but like, we'll see. I might do it. I'm like 80% sure I'm going to do it, but comment below. Let me know what you guys think about who made the top 10, who made honorable mentions, all that stuff. And I might see you tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy. and fins up.